Good Morning Delaware is powered by
All right, good morning, Delaware. Good morning, everyone. My name is Vincenza, and I have along my side right here, Chris. Good morning, Chris. Mr.
Good
Crispers.
morning, and a great morning. It is always wonderful to be here. Good morning, Delaware, Delaware's #1 morning show. What a better way to kick it off for you here on this fine Monday morning. You look great as always.
Thank you. I have to say, do you like our outfits?
Well,
Like,
you know,
we're very
little-
festive.
Little pop of red
Christmas
here to
week,
help.
Celebrating the holidays.
Wait, Christmas, that's coming up?
I know.
That's soon?
I'm not.
How
are you
did
ready?
that happen?
Are you ready?
I mean, sure.
It's
yeah.
here,
I guess
before you know.
I better be. Not that we have a choice, right? It's just a few days away.
I woke up this morning and I said, "Oh my gosh, it's Christmas week."
Yeah.
Everyone is on edge. You could tell.
Oh, man.
Because the hustle and
Yeah.
bustle of the holidays, and then before you know it, it's the new year, and then we're back to
Yeah, I mean,
the beginning
listen,
again.
there's no stress. Your family's coming in town, the house is a mess. We're gonna get this thing together somehow.
Yes. Will you be traveling for the holidays?
I will, not too much. We're gonna stay. We're kind of hosting this year,
That's
so I'm
nice.
gonna,
Oh, that's
my
nice.
dad and stepmom will be coming into town, and we're gonna be doing a nice Christmas dinner and all those kind of things. Some friends and others will pop by, and my little one,
nice.
she's 5.5, so we're in like prime Christmas
Oh, yeah,
kind of
she's-
mode here. She's already told us we can't have a fire in the fireplace on Christmas Eve because, well, obvious reasons. We don't want Santa to be, having some trouble getting in.
Keeping him
So
safe.
she's,
Keeping him
I was
safe.
like, well, what if we made sure the fire was out before we went to bed? She's like, I don't know, it's risky. It sounds risky.
Well, listen, it's a really beautiful time of the year, but also that's
Yeah.
such a great age. So
Oh my
I'm
God,
sure
so
you're
much magic.
You and your family are enjoying it, and
So-
it's nice to host as
Yeah.
well.
So what'd you do over the weekend?
So not only did I work, because this
Yeah.
is that time of the year where it's
course.
very busy at the restaurant, very busy time, and very thankful
Yeah.
for it. However, I did have the opportunity to visit Longwood Gardens.
Oh, I love it.
How
Such a
beautiful is it? And
Yeah,
you've been,
We've
right?
got a
You've been.
Family 5 membership. I mean,
Okay,
listen,
good.
I
You
love
know-
it.
okay.
My daughter yesterday's like, I want to go to the gardens. And it was like, of course, at
it.
like 5 p.m. on a Sunday. I was like, well, we're not going to go right now.
Yes.
But it's an awesome place. What a treat that is for us to have that so close.
So close. We
One
are
of the-
so fortunate.
I mean, it's a world-class facility and right down the street. I mean,
People
it's just
from
beautiful.
around the world,
From everywhere.
all around the world,
Yeah.
visit that area and visit Longwood Gardens,
Oh,
and it is
yeah.
spectacular.
It really is.
After visiting this season for the holiday season, I
Yeah.
try to go every holiday season, and it's again so magical.
Yeah.
I've decided I want to become a member.
You got to do it.
I've
I mean,
decided. I said
I
that's
tell
it.
you what,
I want to be a
it's
member
one of those
this
things
beautiful facility.
that throughout the year, it's a nice place to go. It's a good place to take a meeting. Like go there and have somebody come by and just like walk the grounds and have a little stroll. Good place to just get away, to think,
Yes.
to write, to really, just kind of escape.
Yes.
In that kind of environment, it's beautiful. So I would encourage it. I think for me, it's worked out well.
And it's beautiful not just around this time
Yeah.
of the year, but all year
That's what I
round.
mean. Like,
All
yeah, the
year round.
holidays and things like the special events are great, but just as a nice little place you can go and clear your mind, it's wonderful. So I think for that reason alone, it's worth being a
And
member.
they continue to evolve
Yeah.
and stay
Well, they've
relevant.
added so much.
They've added so much.
my
It's
goodness.
so beautiful. I think
Yeah.
last year when I went around this time of the year, they had just completed the additional,
Oh,
the
and it's
addition,
cool.
and it wasn't completely open.
Yeah.
You could see that they had just completed it,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
wasn't completely open. This year, everything was
It's
complete.
just
It was
what-
beautiful, spectacular, highly recommend it.
So there you go,
if you've
10
never.
out of 10. There you go.
I'm
So
writing my review right
it
now.
Was,
No,
you know,
every
it
I'm
was
big
a
fan of
busy
Longwood
weekend. We
Gardens.
were, I know we'd all been talking about that Brandywine Holiday Festival of the Arts kind of leading into
yes,
the
yes,
weekend. I was able to go. I actually was there promoting the movie and doing some things. My daughter, funny enough, my little Katie, 5.5-year-old wild little child herself, was actually with me yesterday handing out flyers. And she put in 6.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
At
You put her
a
to work.
trade show type event. She was loving it, and we had these like little tiny ducks that we were giving out to kids just for something fun. And she looked at me in one moment. She goes, "You know what my job is?" She goes, "I think my job is to make other kids happy." And I'm like, "Oh, Good Lord, are you kidding? I was just like, this is too much. She was such a trooper. It was so fun. It was, you know, I think they did record numbers over there. You know, I like to think that we had a little something to do with that, helping promote it and all, but you know, lots of vendors, artisans, crafts, people getting their gifts last minute, meaningful gifts, which, you know, are wonderful. So,
speaking of meaningful gifts, you know, I'm sure there are ones out there, me including, that have a few more gifts to purchase before the big day, before Christmas, and waited a little too long, or may have procrastinated a little bit, or just couldn't decide.
Ooh, I've got a pretty good idea for a gift.
We were talking about this, I think it's important to share.
I did some gift giving guides earlier in you know, the season a couple weeks ago, and one of the things I talked about were experience gifts.
Yes,
you know,
which I think are great.
Listen, I know I don't need more stuff, right? I mean, if anything, I'm trying to get rid of stuff. So an experience gift is great, and I've got a movie premiere coming up, and I don't say that just to promote the premiere. Of course, I want everybody to come out to the Grand Opera House on January 8th and be a part of this movie world premiere event. It's a Hollywood-style premiere, red carpets, movie searchlights, the whole deal.
How fun!
This is something that doesn't happen very often in Delaware, but for only $25 with all fees, you can go to this world premiere event at the Grand. You go right there on that, you saw the code there on the screen. You can go to the Grand Opera House's website and join us for the world premiere of The Conspiracist, a comedy mockumentary. And you can put that in their stocking, you can slip it under the tree.
That's a great experience.
And it's a memorable night that you can either just give to somebody else or maybe take them with you and share in that together. A beautiful date night.
It's a great date night.
You know, it's a good thing just to, you know, say thank you to somebody, and maybe you've got some employees or, you know, folks that you care about that have been working hard. It's a nice treat, something to do. What are you going to wear on the red carpet, though? That's the question.
It's funny you ask. Funny you ask. So as you were basically detailing the experience, because it essentially is an experience, and it could be a great date night or with just going out with friends. And the fact that you're going to have be like a red carpet, like something you see on television.
And not like the small little red carpet. This is like an 8 foot wide, 24, like a long,
love that.
legit red
what's the
carpet.
Dress attire?
So I love that you asked that question.
Yes, do tell.
Because I've been kind of thinking about it, and I've been telling people. So anything from like the Oscars kind of vibe, people are going to be dressing up, tuxes, you know, gowns, the whole thing, to Comic-Con. Because it has the conspiracy theory. So there may be people showing up in alien costumes, but also dressed in their best, in their tuxes. So I think it's going to be a really fun vibe and a great night. We'll have cast and crew there for a Q&A after the film. There's going to be some, you know, pre-screening reception elements happening. So a really great night out, a vibe that you will want to be a part of and definitely remember.
I'm thinking, I already have a few outfits in mind, but I think we should all go. I think the entire clan here at DETV should go.
You need to be hitting that red carpet strong. We need to be, a lot of press and people are going to be coming out, so you definitely should get there, get some interviews, get some fun stuff as well. But I want you just to come and enjoy it and celebrate with us. Again, that is January 8th at the Grand Opera House. You can get those tickets right there. Great gift idea, not just for others, but even for yourself. I think we got to treat ourselves too this year. 2026 is right around the corner. And maybe that's what it's about. It's 2026, treat yourself.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
All these great gift ideas, but let's hope.
Yes.
Well, with the event in January, the premiere, is it outside, inside? Is it all indoors? Is it outdoors?
Well, they're going to be coming in through the red carpet, but it's in the Copeland Hall space, so a 1,200 seat theater for a movie premiere.
So
like that's a cool thing in itself.
Experience is indoors.
Correct.
Indoors.
So you're coming in, now the weather, depending, if the weather's nice, traditional Hollywood style, like the red carpet is on the way in. It's outside, but that'll be just depending on
I always think
the weather, of course.
I always think of what the weather could be like, what the temperature will be like, because that's how I decide my outfit.
Well, absolutely.
Which is a great segue into talking about the weather.
Oh my goodness, because we need to. And with the, you know, the holiday season coming up, you got to know, how much do I need to bundle today? And what do I need to do to get through it?
I looked like a marshmallow when I walked in with my big puffy jacket, which everybody makes fun of me. My scarf, my hat, my gloves, and my hand warmers. I am always so cold. But It's that time of the year, and it's going to probably get colder. However, we were spoiled this weekend.
We were. It was beautiful. I mean, the one morning it was
degrees.
60 in the morning, but it got cold at night. That was crazy. I'm like, what are you doing to me?
So with that said, if with the weather this week, just make sure you bundle up as the days progress, building up to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It's looking like it's going to go up and down, but listen.
Let's just break it down,
Let's
right?
go for it.
So, I mean, today you're looking at a high of 42 degrees and sunny. Like the little sunshine, nothing wrong with that. And then tomorrow, Tuesday, high of 42. It's going to get a little cloudy on us, Vincenza. And, nothing like a 50-degree Christmas to get you in the mood.
I'll take it.
We're working our way up there.
Sign
Wednesday,
me up.
Thursday, highs of 50, some clouds. And you know what? The real treat comes on Friday, so get ready for that.
Freezing rain.
Oh my goodness. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and that'll drop
things
down a
could
little
change.
bit, and we get some flakes.
Things
we'll get
could
a little
change.
dusting.
You never know.
But please be safe out there, especially on that Friday with some freezing rain potential in the forecast. And then the weekend, you got some clouds, a little bit of showers mixed in. 44 is the high Saturday, Sunday, but. You know what? When we warm each other up through the holidays, that's really what matters.
Oh, yes.
Gather around the fire, grab some hot chocolate, and enjoy the company of your family and friends, and that's what it's about.
There you go. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, but before you go anywhere, make sure you stay with us, because not only do we have a jam-packed show.
Oh, it's a good show.
Matt Ford is here
I'm
with
excited
us.
for Matt. He's always going to bring the news, going to tell us what's
Matt
happening.
Ford is here with us.
So that's great.
And I always love when Matt's on set with us. And then we have some really great guests. So you don't want to go anywhere, because there's a lot of information to provide for all of you, and more information to come. So
I feel like our friends from Dana might be here. Is that possible? So watch out for that. And I actually have a segment later in the show about the art of receiving. So you're going to want to stick around for that. It's not just about giving gifts. It's also about what you do when you get them, especially when they're in the room watching. So stay tuned.
Yeah, and we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future, but Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances, and now I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
Welcome back. This is Good Morning Delaware, Delaware's #1 morning show, and we're just keeping things rolling.
Oh,
Vincenza, man, the vibes are good.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we're in the Christmas spirit.
Yes.
And I am getting a kick out of your shirt, by the way.
Well, listen, just
Tell
be
me
careful.
about the shark real quick.
Well, it's just a little classic Christmas shark.
I love it.
You know, a shark always is. The notes were out. The sharks were wanting Santa hats and sweaters, so I made it happen. It's all about making Christmas dreams come true.
And it's not really an ugly sweater.
No, I think ugly sweater is like the wrong term nowadays. They're just cool sweaters. They're fun. They're funky.
I love
You can
Christmas
have personality.
sweaters. Yes.
It's a beautiful thing. It's an opportunity to just share a little fun and joy.
So speaking of ugly sweaters and Christmas sweaters, this year I was very intentional with all of my sweater collections for the holiday, and I made a point to wear a festive holiday sweater at the restaurant throughout the week, all last week, and I'll be doing it again this week. I'm like, what am I doing?
Oh, I love it.
They're collecting dust in the closet.
We've got a whole bin of these things. They have tacos, and I got all kinds of weird sweaters.
I get so many compliments, and people get a kick out of it, and they're appropriate. They're not inappropriate. I'm very intentional about that. But my sister gave me one, I think 2 or 3 years ago, that everybody loves every time I wear it. It's a gingerbread man, a sparkly, go figure, sequence, sparkly, and it says "looking like a snack."
Ooh, hey now, watch out!
Everyone gets a kick out of it. So that's definitely a fan favorite. But it's just something fun around this time of the year, and I can't complain. But
life is short. Sweater on.
There you go. All right. Well, we have Matt here with us. Good morning, Matt.
Something about parking at the mall.
Good morning, guys.
Oh man.
Yeah, how are you? I wanted to ask if you've done your Christmas shopping.
You
guys go to the
Christmas
mall
shopping.
yet or no?
I have not. I'm actually trying to avoid the mall at all costs, but I may have to give in because I have a few more gifts I have to buy.
Yeah, well, those experience gifts are easier. You can do that right from home or on your phone. Just order those tickets right through here. But yes, especially with what you're about to tell us. I don't know, Matt.
So Vincenza, if you're going to the mall, bring your Apple Pay. I'll tell you that. If you're heading to the mall, folks, you may want to double check where you park. A lot of chatter on social media over the past weekend. A small section of the mall's parking lot now requires payment 24/7 as part of a new preferred paid parking program. Most of the mall's parking is still free, don't worry, but about 300 spots near the food court entrance, Barnes & Noble, and the Cheesecake Factory, Urban Outfitters, the area, are now paid to park. Rates start at about $2 an hour, and drivers who park without paying in those spaces could be invoiced or towed. Mall owner Brookfield Properties says the idea is to reduce congestion and give shoppers who want a close spot a guaranteed option. There is a charitable twist, which I like. 10% of the mall's net proceeds from paid parking will be donated to the Brandywine Valley SPCA, so I love that. Handicap parking in the area does remain free. We want to let you know that. And shoppers online, as I told you, have some mixed reactions on social media. Some say it is worth the convenience, while others say that frankly, they'll park elsewhere. And also, shifting gears now, Delaware has a public database aimed at protecting our furry friends, and it's officially, as of this weekend, live. The Delaware Office of Animal Welfare has launched an animal abuse offender list, which identifies folks convicted of misdemeanor or felony crimes against animals here in the first state. Supporters say the goal is simple: help prevent future abuse and keep our furry friends safe. The list is available on the DHSS website, and it includes photos, names, aliases, and conviction details. Guys, it's all there. By law, animal shelters must check the database before approving adoptions, and they can't place pets with anyone on the list. Pet sellers and individuals giving away animals are also encouraged to look at the website. The law was created through Senate Bill 174, you may remember, signed by Governor Matt Meyer last August. Misdemeanor offenders say the list for 5 years, felony offenders for 15, though some can petition for removal after a set amount of time. So check out that website if you're looking for adopting. If you're traveling over the end of year holidays this weekend to next, folks, you will not be alone. Listen to this. Our friends at AAA said a record 356,000 Delawareans are expected to hit the road or head to the skies. That's the highest number that AAA has ever tracked for the state. with travel picking up as early as this past Saturday, December 20th. Nearly 9 out of 10 travelers will be driving, and gas prices may help soften the blow. Vincenza, Chris, and Ivan, not sure if you saw, but regular gas is averaging about $2.78 a gallon here in Delaware. That's actually the lowest that we've seen in more than 4 years. Airports are also expected to be busiest as ever, with about 19,000 people flying and even more folks taking trains, buses, and cruises. That's where I'd like to be right now. AAA says the biggest thing to remember is to pack your patience, especially during peak travel times like afternoons and evenings leading up to the big day. If you can, travel earlier in the day. Experts say take breaks and slow down for roadside crews. Bottom line, plan ahead, give yourself extra time. And guys, expect lots of company out there on the roads and the skies. And speaking of the holidays, we want to let you know with Christmas Eve and Christmas Day coming up, it's a good idea to plan ahead because lots of our favorite store schedules will be different across the first state. We want to help you out here. Most stores and businesses will be open on the 24th, Wednesday, Christmas Eve, but many are expected to close early on Wednesday. On Christmas Day, Thursday the 25th, many things will be shut down entirely. Walmart and Target will be closed on Christmas Day, while CVS locations are typically open, though hours may be limited if you're looking for that last-minute gift. Fellas, I'm talking to you. Banks across the state will also be closed Thursday, and all state and federal courts will also be closed for the holiday. There will be no mail delivery on Christmas Day. USPS, UPS, and FedEx will all be closed. They're enjoying well-deserved time with their families. And if you're planning a holiday toast, make sure to stock up early. Liquor sales are not prohibited in the first state on Christmas Day. So bottom line, check hours, run errands early, and give yourself a little bit of extra time. Here's a feel-good story for you to wrap up your news break. A little holiday magic showed up at a Wilmington department store last week, and it came with a big surprise. Guys, look at this. A mystery donor paid off about $8,000 in layaway balances at the Burlington store, covering kids' toys and even purchases made by store employees. The donor did ask to remain anonymous. Don't worry, if we knew him, we would have him here. But the impact was anything but quiet. The store manager says calling customers to share the news was emotional. Some cried, others were completely stunned. And he says nothing like this has ever happened at his store before. For shoppers, it felt like to remember something bigger than gifts themselves this time of year, that kindness still exists, especially when most people need it at this time. And the Secret Santa hopes the generosity doesn't stop with the holidays this week, but carries well into 2026. Guys, back to you.
Matt, that's such
you love
a
that?
great
I
feel-good
know.
story. I love that. Oh, hi, Ivan. How are you?
Hey, Ivan.
Good morning. How are you?
See the tap in? See the WWF tap in?
And boom, Ivan's back, everybody. Matt, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for sharing the DETV news and what's happening around the state.
Yes.
And going back to the good deed.
Yeah.
That is something that we need more of.
Yeah.
We need more of paying it forward.
I agree.
And you don't, and I love that the person doesn't want to show their name or put it out there, and I think that's what it's all about. Pay it forward. Yeah. We have to do more good. But anyway,
it was funny that you say that, because this weekend, Vincenza, when I was going over the newsletter for DETV, the newsletter was titled "Random Act of Kindness."
Yes,
and
I did see it.
You saw it?
I saw it.
And it brought me back to when DETV first started, right? When we, it was 100% positive news. And then you know how you have that little bird on your shoulder or the little angel on your shoulder, right? That says, hey, get back to what you was doing, right? And I said, you know what? Yes, that's exactly what we need to do as DETV. Yes. Get back to 100% positive news and feel-good stories, right? Because that is the soul of why I created this. And I was like, you know what? Yes, we're going to take that effort. We're going to make that change just to go 100% back into it, because right now where we are in society is we need good, great stories. Yes. Let someone else tell the hard news and all that. We're going to tell stuff that bring people together to energize the community and all that great stuff. So what do you think about that?
I love it. Listen, can I tell you, it's what, a little over 4 years I've been a part of the DETV family beside you and the whole crew, and that was what caught my attention. 100% positive, good news. I mean, that for me was everything.
Well,
sign me up.
Sign me up. And speaking of good and positive stuff, we have Chris Gruz. Chris, thanks for holding down for me while I was beating through traffic and getting here. But you got some stuff going on over there, Chris. What you got? It's Christmas. How they say, it's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens.
Yes. Listen, today we're going to be talking about the art of receiving gifts, because I know sometimes you get a little gift that somebody gives you and you're like, oh man, this isn't well, and you got to be worried about your face, right? You got to think about how you're going to react to that gift, and that's really what it's about. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to help you guys with the art of receiving. We've talked a lot about giving gifts. Now let's learn how to receive them. Because Delaware, man, we spend a lot of time stressing about buying the perfect gift. But today, we're flipping the script. Because sometimes the real challenge isn't giving the gift, it's figuring out how to receive it. And whether you love it, hate it, already own 3 of them, or have no idea what it is, how you react actually does matter. And here's the big idea. Gifts aren't really about the object. They're about the feeling. And the real gift to the person giving you something is making them feel good about it. So today, we're breaking down the art of receiving gifts, how to react, how to re-gift, and how to return things with grace, covertly, of course, when necessary. So here we go. Part 1, how to react, especially when the giver is in the room. And this first rule is super simple. Just stay with me on this. Your reaction is the gift. That's what they're going to remember. Your reaction. This one is so important because you know they're watching you like a hawk, right? So step 1, smile. Just smile. Going into the gift, get that smile on. Get ready, because you don't know what's in that box or that bag. Step 2, first thing you should say is just simply thank you before anything else. That gives you some time to think about what you're going to say next. And step 3, find one genuine thing to compliment. Could be as simple as this. Oh, red. You know I love red. Oh man. Or maybe ask them a question to distract them. Oh, where did you find this? Listen, you don't have to love the gift. You just have to love the thought. And that's what it's all about. Now, what not to say. Now, a quick list of things to absolutely avoid at all costs. Don't say, oh, I already have one. Yeah, that's not going to go well. Don't guess how much it costs, because they don't want to hear it. That's going to make them start to question it. You shouldn't have like that panicking voice, and you don't want to start questioning what it's worth. And it's never helpful to say this. I never would have picked this for myself. All that says to them is that it's something you didn't want. And that sentence has literally ended friendships, I promise you. So let's avoid it at all costs. Now, part 2, when you don't love the gift, this is what you do. If you don't love it, and it happens, try what we call the pause and praise method. First pause, remember to smile, and then say something like, oh, this is really thoughtful. Thank you so much for thinking of me. You don't have to necessarily want the gift, but remember, it's about the thought. That's what it is. And you're responding to the relationship, not the object. Oh, and you might want to, well, fix your face. So we're going to give you a few quick examples of what your face shouldn't do when you're receiving those gifts. And I couldn't leave you hanging without an example of how you shouldn't look. So let's look at the first image right here. This is the first image of what you don't want your face to look like. This girl hasn't even opened the gift yet. Look at that face. She's in trouble already. Now let's go to the next one. Next face. Oh, a little bit better. We've got this. She's in there. But you know what? She looks a little confused. The person giving the gift right now is like, oh man, I don't know. Does she not like it? You're bringing in doubt. Let's look at another face. This is not what you want to do. And I'm not saying the guy needs a tie. Clearly, he's probably got a whole rack of them and too many already. But that face right there is going to get him in trouble. I'm just going to tell you that right now. And let's look at one more. Yeah, that's a tough one because, man, I don't even know, is that like a vampire or gnome or something? But, I mean, if you get that gift, I can understand the look. But you got to remember, it's not about the object, it's about the relationship. The person giving the gift, for some reason, thought that was going to be good and you would love it. So we don't want to do that. So let's flip to maybe what your face should look like. And this is so much better. Look at that. She definitely probably doesn't need this random little yard owl. But in this moment, she's at least giving this relationship a chance. She's saying, oh, wow, that's super cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's great. And then let's take a look back at that weird vampire gnome moment. We'll go to that one more time. And listen, he's not making eye contact because he still knows it's weird, but he's got a chance here. He's saying, oh, that's great. And they're going to have a chance to enjoy. And again, the person that gave you the gift is going to remember that you appreciated it, and that's really ultimately what matters. So remember, fix your face, go and just think about the person giving you the gift. It is really about the thought after all. And good luck this season as you're getting those gifts and they're watching you. Just go through those tips we gave and you're going to be in a good spot. And that's what it's all about. So let's give that gift to each other. That's my gift to you, the art of receiving this holiday season. So how are you guys going to fix your faces this year there, Ivan and Vincenza?
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here looking at Vincenza.
Can I tell you when everything? It was very informative, Chris.
Right.
Very informative.
Hey, we're here
but
for you.
I
Awesome
could not.
segment.
I could not. The faces of fix your face, and then they're getting the gnome.
Yeah, the vampire gnome.
The vampire gnome or the owl, and they're like.
So let me ask you, Vincenza and Chris, has there ever been a gift that you got that you was like, what the hell are you giving me?
Of course.
Oh man, there's always a gift. And you know what? When you get a wild one, you're thinking, what do I do with it? Like, I don't know what am I supposed to, you're like, why did you think this is something I needed or wanted? What does it say about me? And you start to question your own self.
What gift was it? What gift was it,
Oh
Chris?
man, it's so funny. I don't even know, like some kind of weird, I got a pair of pajamas from my grandparents when I was younger, and it was like just covered in pasta. What? Like random, which actually, Vincenza, thinking of you and your Italian heritage, and now I'm like, it's a gift I would like now, but as like a 10-year-old, I'm like, why are you giving me a pair of pajamas that have all the kinds of pasta on them, and all the names of the noodles? And I'm like, actually, that's pretty, like now I want that. Yeah, but then I was like, this is so random. I'm a 10-year-old. This is what?
He said I'm a 10-year-old.
Why are you giving me this?
Well,
I want a toy. I want something fun.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
And I love the sweater, though, Chris. The shark with the Santa hat.
That's so funny.
Classic.
Oh, I got you. No worries. And listen, there's all kinds of tips we're going to go through later, but there's the art of regifting. There's how to return gifts. Do you want to learn how to regift?
Yes.
Let me give you a couple tips on regifting, because that's also important. In regifting, listen, it's fine if the item is unused, right? Neutral or won't circle back to the original giver, of course, but don't regift anything personalized. And don't give it to someone in the same social circle. That's how stories get told. Here's a pro tip for you. Keep a small future gift bin at home. Just trust me, because you know what? Sometimes you're in a pinch and you're like, oh shoot, somebody gave me something, I need something for them. Well, if you have a bin of all those gifts you didn't want, you can always snag one and you can give it to them, and that's a savior at times. And then the last thing I want to tell you here is how to return gifts. And returning gifts is a little bit trickier these days, right? Because of all those like restocking fees. But check the return windows early, keep gift receipts together, and if a refund feels stressful, store credit, exchanging, or donating are all great options as well, because at this point, returning a gift can feel like filing taxes, both emotionally and logistically. So at the end of the day, how we receive a gift says a lot about us. Kindness, gratitude, and a good reaction go a long way, even if the gift misses the mark. Because the real gift, remember, to the giver is making them feel good about giving it. And again, that is my gift to you.
There you go. Merry Christmas, Chris. Bruce.
Merry Christmas.
Creative in the building. Thank you so much. That's a hell of a segment.
Yeah,
hell of a segment.
I like the idea of having a gift bin. Just even if it's just neutral gifts.
Right.
I believe in that. So I think I started doing that a few years ago. I think it was by accident. Mm-hmm. I had purchased emergency gift cards, like a Home Depot gift card, a Amazon gift card, just a Target gift card, and I had like they were a drawer of gift cards to gift, for emergencies. And I started to do that by accident.
Have you ever re-gift something?
Of course. But it was like a candle or something. Like
nothing bad.
Nothing too complicated or expensive. It was more like a candle. It was very simple gifts, but
Okay.
I like the idea of having a dedicated gift bin where that's used more for emergency purposes.
Okay.
Just like having
gift bin.
Yes, like just having emergency thank you cards, like blank thank you cards in your car.
Okay.
I started to do that because if you're ever going somewhere and you want to write a special note, and it could be just a blank card, and it really goes a long way. A handwritten note goes a long way, in my opinion.
All right, I love it, I love it. And speaking of gift giving, next segment coming up, we have the amazing, who's such an amazing person, right? But a gift to nonprofits. The CEO of Dana, Sheila Bravo, is on the plaza, and I can't wait to talk to her because she knows so much about nonprofits and what nonprofits are going through and what they need right now through this time of this holiday season. So I'm super excited about that. And then after that, we're gonna have our Secret Santa.
Ooh.
Did I let the cat out the bag?
I know you didn't. Let's do it.
All right, so we'll be right back. Good Morning Delaware.
In a world that moves fast, sometimes you need to slow down. At Make and Mellow, we turned our love of design and soothing art of candle making into a one-of-a-kind experience. Come create, connect, and unwind as you hand pour a candle that's uniquely yours. Make and Mellow, light up your world. Visit makeandmellow.com. Imagine compassionate care at your home. At Solutions On-Call Services, skilled caregivers provide personalized support with warmth and integrity. They ease daily challenges by offering reliable, dignified care that preserves independence and instills hope. Experience true comfort daily. Our team transforms everyday moments into bonds of trust, lifting spirits and families alike. Choose Solutions On-Call Services for a partner committed to a nurturing and safer, happier tomorrow. Apply today by scanning the QR code. Craving comfort food with real flavor? Come taste Serena's Soul Food, Wilmington's home for golden fried chicken, creamy mac and cheese, tender greens, and our famous crab fries, and much, much more. We're serving up the best soul food in Delaware, Tuesday through Friday, noon to 5, or until it's gone. Planning a party? Serena's got you covered. From catering services to event space availability on Saturday and Sundays. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, located at 209 North Market Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Morning Delaware, Vincenza, it's Christmas time.
Yes, are you ready?
Oh my, no. Did you do any shopping?
No, I was saying earlier on the show that I waited a little too late, and it's not too late, but it's we're definitely. I waited until the last minute, so I'll be after we.
Amazon?
After we conclude filming today, I will be running to the stores to do some last-minute shopping.
I hear you. Well, if you're a nonprofit in the state of Delaware, this CEO has a gift for you. Sheila Bravo is the amazing one, the leader behind Dana, the nonprofit organization that helps nonprofits not just with funding, but getting all the information from building your board, from idea to conception. So, Sheila, thank you so much for coming.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
Great to have you on the plaza. Okay, so for the people that don't know, do you know Dana?
No, this is my first time hearing about Dana. Before when we received the information that we heard that you were coming on the show, I never heard of Dana, but it's been around for 4 decades.
Yeah, we're going to be hitting our 40th anniversary next
4
year.
decades.
Congrats.
This is great to share with all of our viewers and listeners that are watching more information about what is Dana. So, what is Dana?
So Dana is a nonprofit, and our mission is really to help address and change conditions for nonprofits to be successful in their missions. So we're kind of we're behind the scenes helping nonprofits with resources. We help work with leaders, with boards of directors, volunteers, helping them to be successful in the work that they do. And we also are an advocate. So we are speaking with our government partners and philanthropy, sharing with them what are the things that nonprofits need so that they can be successful and have the positive impact in their community.
Yeah, so, and that is awesome. Sheila, there's a lot of things happening in the nonprofit space right now. Can you share with us like some of the things that issues that Dana can help these nonprofits with, because they feel like they're under attack?
Yeah. So nonprofits, government is a very important partner, because a lot of times government contracts nonprofits to do important work, helping with foster youth, seniors, housing, all of these really important services. And in this past year, we've seen a lot of changes, especially at the federal level, where government funding has actually been rescinded. And so, for these organizations that have been able to rely on the funding that they need so that they can serve people here in Delaware, when that funding goes away, how are they going to get the work done?
Right.
And so that has been certainly a big challenge. And then, one of the things that, and we were talking earlier about giving, we consistently find that the costs of doing our work continues to grow, and so we need more dollars. It costs more to do the work. And so we're constantly trying to find ways to help nonprofits identify sources of funding, provide training in that area, and other supports.
Yes, so clearly there's a need.
Yeah.
There's a need, and not just for all of the nonprofits throughout the state of Delaware, but also for Dana. There's a need. And I know that we talked about this earlier, and I feel it's really, really important for those that may have never heard of Dana, which I haven't. So, and I co-founded a nonprofit organization, a literacy organization, many years ago, like 20 years ago. And I wish I knew that there was an organization that provided support, resources, and education to help me in the beginning years of co-founding a nonprofit on what to do, what not to do. And the internet wasn't really big 25 years ago. So I was at the library looking up in the books, or speaking to other people that have experience.
Not the card catalog.
I was there. Yes, I lived at the public library. But that's all we had.
Right.
And that's all we had. And I wish I knew that there was an organization in the state of Delaware that could provide the education. And let's give an example. Let's say someone wants to start a nonprofit. What's the first thing they have to do? Obviously, the first thing they have to do is reach out to Dana, reach out to your organization. But what would be the first steps?
Well, forming a nonprofit really requires having a clear understanding of what the purpose is. What is it that you hope to accomplish? Because nonprofit actually is a tax status, right? They don't pay taxes on their charitable revenue because they're giving back to community. So that's the first step, and then filing to get that tax-free status, so that when donors give, they know that they're also able to deduct that down the road. But the one thing I think a lot of people don't understand is that running a nonprofit is just like running a business. And we have staff, we have to make payroll, we have to follow the same laws. It's just a little more complex because nonprofits, their financial records are all public, and you have to actually keep track of the finances in a slightly different way than you do it in the business world, because we're very accountable. When a donor gives money for a charitable cause, that nonprofit has to make sure that that money goes to the purpose that the donor given.
Now, we're hearing a lot of things in the nonprofit space, such as shared services. Can you touch a little bit about shared services and how Dana can help? Because there's so many nonprofits they're just trying to figure it out right now.
Sure. I mean, again, when you don't have a lot of financial resources, hiring the bookkeeper and the HR person and the IT person can be really challenging. And there are nonprofits that have, maybe they're a little bigger, and so they do have that finance person, and sometimes they're able to provide some extra hours to help out. Same thing as businesses. If a business has a bookkeeper that might be willing to donate a couple of hours, that can also help as well. But at Dana, part of our role is really helping to connect. So when someone says, this is what we're trying to do, we try to find that resource to connect them, whether it's potentially a philanthropist or potentially another nonprofit, or of course we have folks that provide training and consulting services to help these nonprofits be, again, the best that they can be in the community.
Now, is Dana more like a membership
We are.
Okay.
We are. So think of us like a chamber of commerce for nonprofits.
Okay, yes, that's a great example.
Yeah,
so I know exactly the process. So it's more of a membership, and once you become a member, then you're provided with all the education, the resources, and the contacts, because I think that's also a big part of it too, the networking.
Absolutely. I mean, we're called the Delaware Alliance because we recognize that we all have to work together in order to make Delaware a better place. And so the membership does have benefits. Nonprofits can access resources for free or at a very low cost, but also collectively, we then have a voice when it comes to important issues, particularly when we look at laws that might be passed that either could benefit or sometimes hurt the nonprofit sector.
Yes, and it's very important that we have individuals like you and everyone. I'm assuming there are more not volunteers, but more individuals that work under you at the organization that are advocating for us at Legislative Hall and making sure that they're protecting nonprofits and not hurting. Because if we don't have individuals like you and all the individuals that work at Dana advocating for us, meaning nonprofits, a nonprofit can go away easily, or can disappear or dissolve or just shut down. So we need that.
We have a fabulous team at Dana, from engagement with our members to our public policy and advocacy. We also have consultants. So if a board of directors is looking to improve their processes or to have a retreat or to conduct strategic planning, we provide those resources.
And with those resources, can you just name a few, just other resources and services that Dana provides? Because a lot of people, they probably haven't went to the website, and they probably really don't get it. They just like, they could just help me do whatever. But can you just talk about a little bit about the resources?
Yeah. So if you go to our website, delawarenonprofit.org, we have what's called a Centers of Excellence. And so if a nonprofit leader is interested in learning more about finances for nonprofits, we have some resources right on the site. But then as a member, we have additional resources that are available. Nonprofits often have to have a lot of policies in place to make sure that, for example, no one's ever accused of doing something wrong with a donor's money. So those policies are really important to have in place, and we have all of those already made up, sample templates we can help guide. We also provide compensation benchmarking for boards of directors when they're thinking about perhaps hiring a new executive. And we also have a lot of member events where we bring nonprofits together, including we have an annual conference every year, which is coming up May 1st, 2026.
Very nice.
And so we're always trying to find ways that we can help support the nonprofit community.
And I love that you mentioned the event coming up, because that may be an opportunity for someone who's never heard of Dana and want to check it out and want to meet you and the team.
Sign up, get the membership.
So tell us a little bit more, how can they attend the event?
Sure. Well, we haven't yet opened registration, but we are inviting individuals and companies that provide services to nonprofits if they're interested in exhibiting at our conference. And then we'll open up registration in March, and it is open to anyone who's interested in the nonprofit sector. We find a lot of people love to come to it because, again, it's a great way to make connections.
Here we go. Look at this picture right here. There you go.
And one thing about Dana, and I want to make sure that people know that to become a member, we just became a member, I want to say last week or week before last.
I love that. I was thinking about it. I'm like, gosh, I really hope Ivan is
I took advantage of it.
This is so great. I like I said, I really wish that I knew about Dana when I first started my literacy organization 25-something years ago. I feel that I would have been more ahead of the game, and that's okay. It was a part of the learning, right? It was part of the process. But I'm so glad that you took the initiative and you were proactive with this, and you already became a member.
Yeah, most definitely. Because I suggested that anyone that's watching, a nonprofit that's watching, for someone such as this novice like myself, being into the nonprofit world and being the executive director, like membership is your operating budget. It's according to whatever your operating budget is. So if you're a nonprofit and you need more help, Dana, you go to Dana, sign up today and learn what you can learn. They help you with grant writing. Who was telling me about that? Rodney Street Tennis. Matt Johnson, which spoke highly of it. And he was like, Ivan, if you don't do it, you're a fool.
Yes.
And I was like, what? He was like, really? Like, they help me with everything.
Grant writing is time consuming. It can be very stressful.
Yeah.
I remember.
Reporting, I'll try that one for size.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's so many different, I guess you would say, there's systems that you have to put in place, right? And you said that about that earlier, about the policy and making sure that there's a policy established when you have a nonprofit, but just implementing systems and implementing
just like a business.
Right, exactly. And I wish I had known that, but that's okay, because you should never stop learning. And with the laws changing and things change throughout time, it's very important to stay relevant.
Right, and we do, we try to make sure that our members know what's coming down the pike. So when Delaware Paid Leave Law came out, we held information sessions. We certainly are keeping our members apprised of how the government policies are changing and how that could impact either their funding or sometimes even impact what they can do. Because certain mission areas are a little challenged these days.
Do you have a newsletter that people can sign up?
We do.
For?
Yep,
Okay,
you can sign up right on our website at delawarenonprofit.org.
Is there anything else you want people to know about Dana, or even what's coming down the pike for nonprofits?
Well, here's what I'd love to say, especially this time of year when we're talking about giving. Nonprofits need time, talent, and treasure. And I heard earlier on your segment you were talking about gifts. What an amazing gift is to donate on someone's behalf to a nonprofit. And so at this time of year, we just hope that folks will be generous in many different ways as they think about how they might want to spend their time in 2026. Consider volunteering. And again, you can go to the Dana website. We have, if you're interested in a certain nonprofit, we're happy to help make a connection.
I love it. Sheila, thank you so much for stopping by. Good morning, Delaware.
Oh, it was great to be here, and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, I love Dana.
You're ready to get popping again, aren't you?
I wish, I keep thinking, you have no idea what's been going on in my mind this whole interview. I'm like, wow, this is so significant for nonprofits throughout the state of Delaware. No excuse, and I'm really proud of you, Ivan, that you took the initiative and being proactive and becoming a member. And anybody could be a member. So
anybody could be a member, and the resources are unlimited. I suggest it, and this is not a commercial. It's not a paid ad, but it's one of those things that if you're a nonprofit and you don't know, like, it's not your wheelhouse, right? That you definitely want to get in and learn. You have meetings, you have get-togethers. They can help you find a board of directors. It's amazing. It's amazing, and I'm mad that I didn't do it for the last 5 years that I've been here.
Better late than never.
I know that's right.
And something that I've learned in life is that you never stop learning.
That's right. That's right. There you go. And with that, it's Christmas time. All right, we gotta get out of here. We want to thank you to our sponsors for making this happen. Solution on Call Services, and I think that was it.
Thank you to the DETV team.
Yes.
Thank you for everyone watching and supporting all of us here at Good Morning Delaware, especially around the holidays. And as you saw earlier in the show at Burlington Co-Factory about paying it forward, doing a good deed. And even with our segment about gifting, it doesn't have to be the most expensive gift. It can be just checking in on someone and telling them that you care, and especially around this time of the year, check in on those you love and care about, and you just give someone a hug, because it really does go a long way.
Especially right now. Especially right now.
I'll give you a
I love you, girl. All right, it's your main man, Big Eye, talking to town, and
Vincenza.
We want to wish you, from the DETV family to your family, a happy holidays and a safe new year. We'll see you next week on Good Morning Delaware.